Alright, today we have got a furnace. It is a Bryant 80 Plus. Customer says there's no heat, and what happens is they keep having to reset the switch every time. The heat will go out and it won't work by the thermostat. They did replace the thermostat and found out that that wasn't a problem. Thermostat's working good. But what you have is you have flame dropping out. So we've reset the furnace. You can see that the venter motor came on there at the top. Now the furnace lit. Hot surface igniter came on, and it drops out. Now on these Bryants, it will try again. In a minute here, you'll see all the way to the right, the little igniter will glow. That's heating up, heats up to 2200 degrees. And then the gas valve will open, which will be the next click you hear. That was the gas valve opening. All the burners light, but all the way to your left, there's a little sensor, and that's not sensing that there's flame there, so it's shutting off. So this will do this. We'll do it again. We even got the cat in on the action. Now this is the fourth time that this is going to attempt to light. You can see the sensor right there. That's the flame sensor. Now this unit's going to lock itself out because it's attempted to try that 4 times. So now the unit shuts off, and the only way that you could restart it would be to either shut the thermostat off, turn it back on, or to kill the power, the main power switch on the side of the furnace right here to restart it. So what that is the flame sensor's bad, and the burners are a little bit dirty. This furnace is really clean. The customer takes care of it, and we're going to show you how to take those burners out and replace that flame sensor. First off, you're going to shut the power off. Second, as you're looking at this, there is one screw here. Another screw here. Two screws are out of there. Now this little bracket will just lift up and out of there. Now each burner will lift directly up, and if you move it forward, it will come off of there. Now on that very far one, you have to be careful because you do have your hot surface igniter in there. I'd probably recommend, if you haven't done it before, that you maybe take the igniter out first. I've just done it enough times. If I break it, I have to buy the customer a new one. But then lastly, if you follow the wire down, oh, I'm sorry, back over here, it just pulls off the end there. Send your wire. And now, there's one little screw. One screw that holds it in, and boom, there's your flame sensor. A lot of people will take and try to clean these, but if you do, you're probably going to be back on the service call because it's going to fail again after time. If you do attempt to clean it, I usually would only use like $1 bill. I have done it in emergencies, but this is an emergency. These people have heat, but they do want to get it fixed right. So that is how you do that. So now we're just going to take the burners. You can see these are the burners, the individual burners. We're just going to rinse them under water, clean them up, and then we'll show you how to reinstall them. Alright, we've cleaned the burners up. Now we're putting them back in. You can see there's a little tab on the end of here. When you go to stick this burner in here, you've got to put it over the orifice right there. And then you've got to bring it down, and on the very side you'll see, try to get you a little better light there, it sticks out and that burner pushes right down in there. Got to make sure it's good and leveled up, just like when you took it out. Little thing sticks out the side there. Little tab. Put the next one in. Hooks up, goes down there. Again, it will snap into place. We have the last burner. Snaps into place. Now, as you can see, they're all snapped down. They're nice and level. Alright, now they have the burners back in. I can go ahead and I can reinstall the part that holds all the burners in. Let's see. Turn it around the right ways. You can see right on here, it tells you front. Tighten that one somewhat. We'll put in the other screw over here. Yep, I'll have it lined up here. Alright, so go ahead and tighten those. And what that bracket does is holds those burners in place. Make sure you tighten it down all the way. Go back and tighten this other one up all the way. I didn't tighten the other one up all the way because I didn't want anything to bind up. So, okay. Those burners are all good and secure. So now, if, let's say it was cold outside and it was an emergency, you needed to get heat, or it's late at night and you're trying to get through, the one thing you can do to get you by is you can clean the flame sensor. You can see on this flame sensor, it's kind of dirty. And what you can do take a dollar bill and you can clean that flame sensor. Just sand it like you would with a piece of sandpaper. The reason we don't use sandpaper is because it causes a lot of ridges in it, and it won't last very long. This is just a temporary. These do need to be replaced every so often. They will be bad. So now if I stuck this back in here, it would probably work, and it might buy you a week or two, but it will go out again. So we're actually going to replace it with a brand new one, and just because the customer doesn't want to have any more problems. Okay, here is the this is a factory part for this Bryant furnace. I'll show you side by side what they look like. You can see this is the new one. That's the old one, and you can get them from our you can get them right off our website for $25, and that's the factory OEM ones. They do make some aftermarket ones, and they usually will work too, but if you want to order one, that's what it is. So we'll put this we'll put the new one in here, and we'll start her up and see how we did. Yeah, see if you can hold that camera. Now there's only one way you can go in there because you have the screw. Okay, and then lastly, you've got your wire, which you're going to push back on there. And you just tuck your wire back in here. Alright, now what we're going to do is turn the power back on. The blower will come on for a minute, and then this will start, the unit will start on its own. Alright, our inverter motor just started, and now we will see if the igniter will come on. Burner's lit, and now instead of dropping out, the flame will stay on constantly. And that is how you fix a flame sensor problem on your furnace. Until next time, we're signing out.